Terence Crawford, Vergil Ortiz. Is that bigger than a Boots Ennis fight? What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Corner Red Sports. Let's talk about it. Alright, y'all. So, there's a lot of talk going on. The internet is moving when it comes to Terence Crawford's next fight. There's a lot of talk going on surrounding Terence Crawford and Vergil Ortiz possibly getting it on at 154 pounds. I just want to break down whether that is a bigger, better fight than a Jaron Ennis fight. Give my 5,000 nickel for anybody a lift.
I don't think Vergil ready for Crawford right now. The reason why I'm saying that, the performance he just did, you can't be fighting Crawford like that. And Crawford can punch also. I think Crawford can stop him.
So, Terence Crawford, Jaron Ennis, Vergil Ortiz, what's really going on?
You have smoked yourself retarded.
So, there's a lot of talk going on right now when it comes to a possible Terence Crawford versus Vergil Ortiz fight.
I hope that both of you have sons, handsome, beautiful, and they have their legs taken away. I mean, I pray you know that pain and that hurt.
Being next for Bud. And, you know, to be honest with you, I had kind of forgotten about Vergil Ortiz. Not that he's like a slouch fighter. I don't like Vergil. I have seen a few of his fights, not a lot, but a few of them. I always had him ranked highly because physically he's a threat to any fighter who gets in the ring with him. I think he had like I missed his last fight. I think it was a couple of days ago, and they've been talking like he didn't give such a great showing in that fight. I had to go back and watch it when I get some time.
Well, I know you're a lucky man.
But Vergil Ortiz is a very likable, up-and-coming fighter. Now, once again, I had kind of forgotten about Vergil because I just hadn't heard a lot about him in the past few months and over the past year.
You're too ignorant to be a United Statesican.
I actually like that fight. I can't even lie. Do I like it more than I would like a Jaron Boots Ennis fight for Terence Crawford? No, and for a few reasons. I think that Boots' name has been more active than Vergil Ortiz.
If I beat a nigga up for you, glad.
And I think that Boots has been challenging those guys more than Vergil Ortiz.
Come on, man, you can't look out for me?
And, you know, I think that that's enough to have you be next because Terence Crawford running out of opponents.
It don't matter to me.
Charlo's running out of opponents. Earl Spence eventually is going to run out of opponents as well. Because there's like, let's say there's 4 to 5 credible fights to be made at 154 for, you know, Terence Crawford, Earl Spence, Charlo, and Fedora. Now, the problem with that is, okay, so there's Earl Spence, there's Vergil Ortiz, there's Terence Crawford, there's Charlo, there's Fedora. If Boots moves up, that makes sense.
Look at here, boy. Y'all buy y'all heads for Sweet Jones Jr. Prep.
That makes 6. So let's just say all 6 of those guys face one of the other 6 guys. So it could be 3 fights to be made out of that.
You won't get these $11, bitch.
Whether it's Crawford, Ortiz, whether it's Boots, Spence, whether it's Fedora, Charlo, you know, so there's 3 fights that could possibly come out of that.
You must have got manure for your brain.
And once all 3 of those guys fight, there's going to be 3 losers. So there's only 3 guys who's going to be credible after that, you know, whoever wins those fights. And then there's only really 2 fights left to be made that are going to be credible. And then the guys who lost would have to fight each other to reclaim their credibility. And the thing about it is, how much longer does Terence Crawford really have?
You think I'm done?
How much longer does Earl Spence really have? I think Charlo has a few more years, you know, maybe 5-6 more years that he can put in the sport. Vergil Ortiz and Boots, they're just getting started, you know, and Fedora, they're just getting started with their careers. So those guys have a lot more longevity when it comes to the sport, you know, just because they're not as further along in their career as Spence and Crawford.
We on deck. On deck for what? For what? That upper room, nigga. With Jesus.
So for Spence and Crawford, my thing is, and especially for Crawford because he's a little older.
It's an ambush, man. I ain't got to stay around for this. I'm out.
You know, Are you doing this for your legacy at this point, or is it just for money? Because it does seem like it's just for money at this point.
Remove the human's lower horn and prepare it to be eaten by me.
You know, I think he's happy with his legacy. And you see how much they kept saying he made history when he beat Israil Madrimov. It's history, he made history, all this yada, yada, yada.
Brother Brown was down on Bushwick Avenue last night with a $2 hook.
Even though that fight was what it was. And the question comes, is it for legacy? Because a Boots fight would be more for legacy.
You ain't down with that? Shut your goddamn ass up.
And I think the Vergil Ortiz fight, not to down the Hispanic community or anything, but most of the time when you fight Hispanic guys, it's because you're fighting them because Hispanic people tune in and they pay for fights.
You cannot erase it from the internet. The internet seems to get hit in your clip.
And Terence Crawford last fight didn't do that well, so he needs a fight to sell for him to have any type of credibility, especially if he's really trying to get that Canelo fight, you know. And I would expect if he fought Vergil Ortiz and beat him, he would fight Canelo and then retire.
What did you say, nigga?
It wants some walking around money.
You know, whether he won or lost. I think he would announce Canelo as his retirement fight. And if you fought Vergil Ortiz and beat him, I don't think he would fight Boots.
And why don't you tell all these nice folks why you've been ducking me?
Which is why I think that Boots' name should be there instead of Vergil Ortiz. I think I would much rather see Vergil Ortiz fight Charlo and Earl Spence fight Fedora, and then whoever wins those two fights fight each other. You know, I think I would rather see that and then see Crawford and Boots get it on.
What'd you just say?
And if Crawford actually got through Boots, then I would say that he could possibly challenge Canelo
Stop it.
for that retirement fight.
I love what I do. I still enjoy my training camp.
I mean, we gotta know where this money going to.
I enjoy boxing. I love this. I enjoy a lot this. So, and I want to continue to make history because I want to put my name in a big stage.
I mean, we gotta know where this money going to.
For my history. So, and I still enjoy it.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Hit the like button for me. Share. Subscribe. Holler at me on all social media platforms. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tubes, so holler at me over there. If you want to collab or feature a product or your channel on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail because it is a flock of cards at gmail.com. And we aren't out of here.
Don't try this at home.
I don't know shit about boxing.
Walk in the club and I feel like a star. Hit the restroom first before I go to the bar. About to roll up, I'ma need a cigar. $2 for a blunt, who you think that you are? Rushing in the club, left a box in the car. About to roll up some shit you gotta keep in a jar. Stinking up the club so you know that it's fire. I start to get the feeling that they know who we are. All eyes on me, K-E-Y-Z. The main attraction, the lames I'm taxing. I piss on your W2. In other words, I ain't fucking with you. G's, Max, freaks, rats. See me in the back, freak in the black. When you get done with some lean on that. G's, Max, freaks, rats. See me in the back, freak in the black. When you get done with some lean on that. Jody got that front, back, side to side. Let me see you working like a 9 to 5. What you gon' do when it's time to ride? Clock is ticking, time to decide. I provide a hot flow for you to vibe to. Gotta move your feet, you can feel it inside you. Don't know what to do, let the music guide you. So fly, so high, bitch, I got a bird's eye view. Louisville tycoon, real nigga times 2, and I'm through. I'm through. And this is for the G's, Max, freaks, rats. See me in the back, freak in the black. When you get done with some lean on that. G's, Max, freaks, rats. See me in the back, freak in the black. When you get done with some lean on that.